Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's probably a video that you've all been waiting for. So today I'm going to be taking out the BMW X5 that's just been tuned by Darkside Developments. We've had a few tasty upgrades as well, of course, upgraded turbo, upgraded intercooler, and this thing is running some serious power now, around 335 brake horsepower and upwards of 700 Newton meters of torque. Now, of course, I've driven the thing, but I haven't even given it half of the throttle. So yeah, I am excited to see what kind of performance this thing now produces. And yeah, I'm so excited just to get behind the wheel and take it for a good proper drive. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited, but I'm a little bit scared. The weather conditions are not really ideal for going for a spirited drive. It's a little bit cold, it's a little bit damp, and the tyres on this thing are definitely less than ideal, but we're still gonna see what this thing can do because no one wants to see me pottering around at 30 miles an hour, do they? Now, we are gonna be driving on some national speed limit roads, and of course I'm not going to be exceeding the speed limit, but we'll be able to gauge what this thing is capable of by the acceleration. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say about this car now is that it still feels normal. If you're driving normally, you'd never really know there is a bigger turbo, you'd never know there is a bigger intercooler, you'd never know it's even been tuned if you're just driving around normally. So that's a good thing in one respect, because you know it's not going to be leery all the time. If you just want to drive around below 2000 RPM, you know, just driving around town, it's going to be absolutely fine, and you're probably going to get the exact same MPG as you would before doing these upgrades. But it's what happens when you put your foot down. That's what I'm most interested in seeing. So we will find a nice stretch of road, and then yeah, we'll give it some beans. Okay, so I didn't even give it half a throttle then, maybe quarter of the way down on the accelerator pedal, and I can already tell there's something a little more there. You know, I only went just over 2000 RPM, then I can already tell there's a boost, which there should be because we've gained, I think, almost 50% extra power. I think torque, I think we've gained around, I think it's close to 200 pound-feet of torque we've gained, so that's a massive increase. So engine is up to temperature. I've been driving around all day, but like I said, not to any real exciting levels, but we do have a nice open road here. Just build up speed slightly. We'll just be at 40, and we'll just let the kickdown do its thing, and we'll just plant it. 60. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That is silly. That is silly. Wow. 40 to 60 has got to be, oh, I don't know, that was way too quick. Damn. I don't know what gear that would have dropped down to. I'm guessing third. I'm guessing that would have dropped down to third, possibly. Oh, that was silly. Ridiculous amount of torque. I've got to do that again. Pulling out of a junction here, so we're going to have a bit of a slower rolling start. So I think we're in first gear. Let's just stab it from 20. Oh my god, 40, 60. Wow. Oh my. Don't get me wrong, this is a heavy car. It's got to be the best part of 3 tons. I mean, you know, 2.5, 3 tons I would have thought. But I don't know, it doesn't feel heavy now. It didn't feel slow before, you know, just on standard power, 235 horsepower. You definitely wouldn't want much less than that in a car of this size, but yeah, it didn't feel slow, but now it just feels, oh my days, it has totally been transformed. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I've driven higher powered cars than this, mainly being petrols, but I don't think I've ever driven a car with this much torque before. And this genuinely feels fast. And it's a BMW X5, a 7-seater as well, might I add. I don't know if that adds any more weight. But yeah, this car genuinely feels fast now. Effortless going up hills now. If you're not careful in this car, you will be over the speed limit in no time. You put your foot down, you're over the speed limit. This is silly, silly quick for a BMW X5. One thing that I was interested to, I guess, test out was if there would be a significant turbo lag with it being a bigger turbo. And to be honest, I haven't really noticed it. But there's not it doesn't really seem like any sort of delay. It just seems exactly how it was before, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's quite a surprising one. We do still have swivel flaps in place though. We've obviously deleted the EGR, deleted the DPF, deleted the CAT. We still have swivel flaps in place, so which should still be doing their thing because they haven't been programmed out or anything. So that should retain us a bit of low down torque, you know, very, very low down torque. I think they operate from about 1000 RPM. So yeah, maybe that's why we haven't noticed the drop off in very, very low end torque. But yeah, interesting. I mean, 1500 RPM, it just picks up. And yeah, like I said, when you want to, you can just drive around. Absolutely normal, absolutely civilized, and it'll just drive like a normal car. And you'll still probably retain around 30 mpg driving locally, and I would expect around 35 on the motorway maybe. It's hard to say. But yeah, I don't think the upgrades that we've done are massively going to alter the MPG, if driven normally, of course. Now when I mention those figures, you know, 30 mpg and 35 mpg, it might not sound like a lot, but do a little bit of off-roading here. Might not sound like a lot, but you have to bear in mind it is a big, heavy car. I mean, if you look at something like a Land Rover Defender, you're lucky to get like 25 mpg on the motorway. So yeah, you have to bear in mind it is a all-wheel drive big SUV. So that's why you're obviously not going to compare MPG figures to something like a saloon or a hatchback of the same engine type. Okay then, so I think I've had a good play in this thing now to determine that, yeah, it's a fast car. It certainly wasn't slow before, but it's an absolute beast now, and I think this will keep up with most things on the road. And please just bear in mind, it's a big, heavy SUV. This shouldn't be quick. It should be, you know, just for slow cruising, maybe towing a caravan or something like this, but it should not have this level of performance. I'm pretty sure the figures that this now produces is probably close to, say, the newer X5 50D, which I believe is the triple turbo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this has some serious performance now. But yeah, let's find a nice spot to park up and let's wrap this video up. Well then, there we go. First proper drive in the Darkside Developments tuned BMW X5 with a few tasty upgrades, of course. Hybrid turbo, upgraded intercooler, and there's no other word to describe this thing other than it being an absolute beast. I mean, look at the sheer size of it, you know, the road presence it has, but now it really does have the performance to match it. Around 335 brake horsepower, upwards of 700 Newton meters of torque. There's not many things on the road that this thing won't be able to keep up with, and it's a bit silly really, because, you know, to have that much performance in something this big could potentially be a recipe for disaster. But I think we definitely need to pay some close attention to the brakes, to the tyres, and then hopefully from there on in it should just be a case of doing the maintenance items. We've already taken care of the big jobs, EGR, the DPF, the intake manifolds, a bunch of other jobs as well. So hopefully it's just going to be these small little maintenance jobs, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, like I said, this car's been completely transformed, but it wouldn't have been possible with the help of Darkside Developments. So again, I will leave all of their links down in the description. This isn't, you know, a sponsored video or anything. Obviously I did have to pay for the work on this car, but yeah, I just want to say a massive thanks to them. You know, they are, you know, the best diesel tuning company by far in the UK. I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear any of the names out there. Darkside Developments are the best for sure, and yeah, they really know what they're doing when it comes to cars like this. But yeah, I want to thank all of you for watching anyway. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one.